Radio Network. 88.5, 103.9, 102.5 Edge FM.
23 degrees in Melbourne, late showers tomorrow, a top of 25. It's 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tony Tardio. Accused mushroom killer Erin Patterson is pushing to have her case heard away from a Melbourne courtroom and instead wants proceedings to be held in Gippsland. Amber Johnston reports.
Erin Patterson appeared on a video link from jail this morning. She was holding a pen and appeared to be taking notes as the magistrate worked through the next steps of her case. Today was all about trying to lock in a date for a 3-week committal hearing, but the problem is the local court in Morwell is at capacity for the rest of the year, so that won't be happening there. So he basically suggested, well, why don't we just fast track the case to the Supreme Court in Melbourne? But lawyers for Miss Patterson said no, the 49-year-old wants the case to remain in regional Victoria, and she's willing to wait up to 15 months for that to happen. She's facing 3 counts of murder following the deaths of her relatives, with police accusing her of serving up a meal laced with deadly mushrooms. She's also been charged with 5 counts of attempted murder, with 4 of those relating to her ex-husband Simon.
Police Minister Anthony Carbine says there are enough police resources in regional Victoria amid reports Ballarat woman Hannah Maguire begged for protection 2 days before her death. The Herald Sun reports the 23-year-old first asked for help from authorities on March 20. Her request was approved on April 3, but she was found dead less than 48 hours later. Mr Carbine says while investigations continue into her alleged murder, there are adequate police resources in the regions.
The 502 additional Victoria Police that we made a commitment to recruit, which has been concluded, they are now being allocated across regional Victoria. That was the focus of where those new members were going. So I'm confident that not only are the resources being provided, but police also are doing their job effectively and well.
Comedian Arj Barker is being accused of kicking out a woman and her baby from his show at the comedy festival. The comedian approached Trish and her 7-month-old baby during the performance, claiming he was losing his train of thought. Trish says she was urged by other people not to leave.
And I said to them, it's absolutely fine, I'll just leave. And they said, no, we're not going to stay. If you're going, we're all going. And when I got outside, there was actually about 10 or 12 people that had got up and left.
Barker says he believes the right thing was done as the baby was distracting the audience. Lifeline is warning the cost of living is increasingly putting pressure on many Australians. The support line is receiving 500 calls each day relating to financial issues, including employment and housing insecurity. Chief Research Officer Dr. Anna Brooks says it's clear the current crisis is hitting people hard.
Financial distress, cost of living, the cost of living increases are contributing to is actually a risk factor for mental ill health, and even in some cases, very sadly, increased risk of suicidality.
Anyone needing support can call Lifeline on 13 11 14. In finance news, the share market up 84 points, the dollar buying 64.4 US cents.
Echuca Auto Group, the home of Kia and Cherry, Northern Highway Echuca.
Essendon coach Brad Scott has criticised the AFL for penalising players based on outcomes and not actions, as GWS prepares to challenge Toby Green's suspension at the tribunal.
They determine a penalty based on outcome, not on action. That's abundantly clear now. As a coaching group, we're just trying to get some clarity on how we should instruct our players. But if one player gets concussed, the AFL holds someone liable for it. Basically put back to the club to challenge it if they disagree. You go to the tribunal with you're guilty and you have to prove your innocence.
Green faces his first suspension in more than 2 years over his mid-high bump. The Giants are also challenging Jesse Hogan's one-match striking ban. Football Australia's announced New South Wales, Queensland and Western Australia as the proposed host states for its Women's Asia Cup bid for 2026. It's 5:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
G'day, Sam Fantasia with the latest in sport thanks to Powercore. Powercore supplying power to homes across Western Victoria. Greater Western Sydney will head to the tribunal this week to challenge the one-game bans handed to both Toby Green and Jesse Hogan. West Coast will also challenge the suspension handed to defender Tom Barras. Hogan is up against a ban for striking, while Green and Barras are contesting rough conduct charges. Essendon coach Brad Scott has confirmed that ruckman Sam Draper will play against Collingwood on Anzac Day. That's despite fellow tall Peter Wright returning to the side from suspension, who Scott says is ready to go after missing the past month of footy.
He's done a power of work. I mean, he's always impressed me with his professionalism, but he's approached this block as almost like a mini pre-season block. So I doubt there's a better prepared player going into this round of football than Peter Wright.
That's sport, and it's all thanks to Powercore. Powercore's year-round vegetation inspection and cutting program is keeping communities safe.
The Lions Club of Deniliquin monthly market is held the fourth Saturday of every month. Find out how you can help or join the club by speaking to a Lions Club member today.
A website for your business could cost as little as $100 a month. Call 5881-1811 and let's talk about how Ace Digital can help.
Steel Supplies Denny can help you with building your shed, carport or veranda with affordable truss, connection plates, base plates, purlin bolts and purlin cleats. Why pay more? Make it easy on yourself and your wallet.
Steel supplies. There's no flies on steel supplies.
Corner of Walpole Road and Kelly Street.
102.5 Edge FM, your official emergency broadcaster. Edge FM weather.
For inspiration inside and outside your home, visit Temptation Living and Landscapes Rochester. Open 7 days.
Your 4-day forecast across northern Victoria and southern Riverina. We're in for a sunny afternoon with light winds. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, light winds, heading for a top of 28 degrees. Cooling down on Wednesday, a mostly sunny day and a top of 20 degrees. And partly cloudy on Anzac Day Thursday and a top of 20 degrees.
The Big Mac is the original mouthful, a one-of-a-kind flavour that now comes in 3 sizes.
Currently, it's 23.